Okay, hi there. So this is a collective message for anyone who is either currently dealing with energies of having nostalgic energy regarding someone who maybe they thought it could have been the one with, but it never took off. And it's also for someone who is currently in a situation that it's good. There's so much possibility to it, but nothing's happening. It's very stale energy. And that group of this collective message is where I think it's really highlighting that your free will and your time, that time is of the essence. There is you're supposed to be making a decision now. I really feel like this energy of the universe is saying, we gave you something shiny and worth really, we gave you a piece of treasure. Do you see it as that? Do you want to take care of it? Do you want to shine it and keep it good? Or are you going to just let it be and keep it as it is and see, like basically I heard pushing your luck. That was a main thing I heard. You're pushing your luck. So are you going to push your luck and see if this piece of treasure is going to stick around or not? Because I know that the universe is also beaten into me with this message that they will take away. If they give you something and you don't value it or treasure it, then they will take it away because they're like, oh, you didn't want that. Okay, cool. We'll move on to the next. And so the 4 songs that this was framed by was I Should Have Married You by Old Dominion, and Batshit Crazy by Sophie Tucker, Heartless by Diplo and Morgan Wallen, and Bad in Love by Halsey. And it really just framed this really sad, but also a really big growth moment of there's free will here, and maybe a situation that with like the Batshit Crazy song, it's like at some point just calling at night or calling for one thing is not satisfying, and one or both people may come to that realization, and then they might actually feel like they're going batshit crazy, like what is going on, and then that leads always to gotta cut and run, and so there's that where it's like, and that may not be the case for your situation, right? Maybe you have really good, you actually go out, I don't know, but just use it as like this overarching energy, right? Where it's like you're kind of only there for one thing, but you don't follow through with any other, right? That gets unsatisfying. So there was that energy of, and the heartless energy was like, it didn't have to happen this way. Like if you just, even you, you put yourself, I should have said this before, you put yourself where you need to be put in this dynamic. But it could have all been different if people just opened up their heart and wasn't so cold or rigid, maybe is a better way of saying it, or protective. That's the word. Like protective of themselves and not wanting to do anything in fear of it maybe not turning out right, or fear of whatever. But and then the Bad in Love, I really just felt like that was the part that I really liked how it ended with, because it was saying we're all bad in love. Otherwise, if you were, you would have met that person at 4 years old and been together until your last breath, right? And that doesn't always happen. And so we are all bad in love. But the point is that we grow from all the situations that the universe puts someone in front of you. And then you either see it as a treasure because that's what the universe does. They'll bring you something that is absolutely amazing. Now, are you capable of seeing that amazing, appreciating that amazing, cultivating that amazing? Or are you in a place where you are kind of more internal, like you're focusing on you so much that you don't really take advantage of what's in front of you? So, and all of that combined together, it really goes to that song, I Should Have Married You, where you have free will. Free will is being spotlighted so heavily right now, where it's like the universe is saying, again, you have something in front of you. Do you want it? And if you don't, then understand it will, once it's gone, it's gone. So I was really fearful of trying to explain this message because of that message right there. I don't want to make it sound like, well, you got one shot, you know, but on some level, it really does feel like that. But understand that following that up with is this massive birth energy, because sometimes things have to die off to have rebirth, right? But there's some birth energy here that if you do stick with this person, it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing. But you have to see it that way. You have to appreciate it that way. And if you don't, then the next person, whether not maybe tomorrow or next week, but the next person in line, you will have learned something from this current relationship that will help that one be fruitful. And that's beautiful, right? I think the whole point is that this whole collective message is really to show you and highlight changing your patterns, maybe finding boundaries within your patterns, maybe even boundaries for yourself, like, hey, I'm not going to react this way or push away this person or think the worst when something happens with this person. It's pushing you to grow, because there is something beautiful here, and something that quite possibly you might think of for the rest of your life, you know, as in that song by Old Dominion. That is a sad song to have that type of regret. That's a lot of if you come upon that situation, or if you're currently in that situation, that is a lot to heal from. And if you are in that situation, then you were meant to be. And I wish you all the healing for that. But regret is a really hard energy to work through. So, and there's one last thing here, I think, I hope I got it all in. That I kept hearing, pushing your luck. You're pushing your luck. You're pushing your luck. That's how bad it got to a point of me hearing it was, hey, if you want to keep pushing your luck and not doing something, or and thinking you have more chances, then just know it won't, it will be taken. So, and just for a personal part of this, I know for me, this is all my, I'm Sun, Moon, Mercury, Pisces, I'm Pisces. And the one thing you'll ask anyone about a Pisces, if they've dealt with one, is that they are all in until the minute they're not. And then I'm a ghost. You don't get access to me. I'm a very line in the sand. I will give you all my attention. I will give you anything you ask for. But once that line in the sand is done, I'm a figment of your imagination almost. You know what I mean? Like, I always say that because I think it's funny, but it's kind of realistic. So I only say that because there are many, many people out there that have no problem knowing where they should be and where they shouldn't be. So just understand when making this free will choice, you need to really touch all those little, like, do I have any little feelies in me that kind of make me feel like this person has, like, you want to do something with. Don't ignore it, because right now there's a pivotal moment happening that it could go your way or not your way. So anyways, I probably said this, like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like, I hope I said it the way I needed to say it, because this was a very hard message for me to deliver. And some messages are like that, where I'm just kind of like, I don't really know how to say this, but I'm gonna give it a shot. So anyways, if you're still watching and this resonates, I'm sending love and healing and power to you, because I think that for some people this might be a really big choice that is going to be hard because of fear. So anyways, y'all take care. Thanks for watching, and if you want to comment, please do, and y'all take care. Bye.